What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about HBAR today, Hedera hash graph. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. You know, this reminds me of a crypto that I just talked about. I actually just made a video on Bitcoin Cash, and the reason it reminds me of Bitcoin Cash is because compared to the average altcoin right now, you're actually in really good shape. Right? You're at the high points here of this range. You're not at the low points. A lot of cryptos are down here. If we're looking at the others chart, most cryptos are here within this range. In the same respect, HBAR is up here. So you're doing pretty well for yourself. It's not bad. Um, it is very possible that we go lower. It's completely possible that we find support here. I want to look at the short-term stuff and see what's going on. I am expecting lower prices for Bitcoin. I think that we will clear out these long liquidation levels here at about 105K, and then once we do that, we'll probably move up higher and things will be good again. We'll probably see November be the month that we do see new all-time highs above $130,000 for the first time in Bitcoin's history. I think November will provide those prices, but we're getting way ahead of ourselves. Let's zoom in. Let's look at the short-term stuff, and then we'll zoom back out. Okay, 19.4 cents now. Nice little recovery, probably because Bitcoin's having a little recovery as well, but wouldn't be surprised if we went lower. You have a slightly lower low here, and now you're moving back up. That is fake out territory right there. How many candles did we move down? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 9 red ones in a row. And then a bounce here. That's not bad, actually. If anybody knows the TD sequential, that's actually perfect right there. Looking at the RSI oversold zone, bouncing right there. That's pretty good as well. You're in a good area to bounce, man. Stochastics, even the MACD. I mean, you're really at a good area to bounce. So if you do, that'd be great. That'd actually be very validating for HBAR to not go lower. But what we would need to see, I mean, you would have to get a 4-hour candle at least before we get any kind of optimism. You'd have to close above here. Because if you can close above 19.45 cents on a 4-hour closing basis, you're closing above this low close here. You're closing above this high close here, and I think that's a relative area of significance, to close above. So if you do that, maybe HBAR is going rogue, and the rest of the market's going to drop while you pump. I don't know. That could happen. That'd be nice to see. I would love it. Maybe you're in some kind of consolidation phase, whatever it is. You're in like a bull flag. I don't know. At this point in time, it's hard for me to be bearish. It's hard for me to actually say that you're going to go lower because you are at such an immaculate level to find support, and you are doing the right things. I mean, this 1-hour look, that's nice. That's a really nice candle. 9 minutes left. I mean, you look like you want to bullishly engulf the last hour, which was your breakout candle to the downside. So that's a nice answer in the face of the bears there. Looking at the 4-hour time frame, we do have lower lows in the RSI with lower lows in the price. You are at an area to bounce with the stochastics, and the MACD is fine overall. It's fine. Not a whole lot to go off of. I'm not getting any clear signals here, right? Okay, there we go. Hey, look at that. Wow. Wow, HBAR, you do look good. You do look good. We're going to call for the low. Look at that. That's perfect. That's literally perfect. Now, 3 hours left in this 4-hour candle. You only get the bounce off of this level if it's a green candle close. So we need to close this candle green then, right? That's what we need to do. By the time you watch this video, this hour, you can see down here, it tells you the hour. This candle that we're on is the 16th hour. Okay, it's the 16th hour of the 30th day of the month of October. If this candle closes green, good. That's probably your low. If not, bad, terrible, death. No, it's not a big deal. If not, it's really not a big deal. If you don't close this 4-hour candle green, if you do pursue lower price, it just looks so perfect. You're right at the 382. You're right there, man. It's literally perfect. I could ask for better, and it would look like it wouldn't. I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. I couldn't ask for better, is really what I'm trying to say. I was trying to say if I asked for better, it would be such an insignificant difference that you couldn't even tell. But it sounded better in my head than it did out loud. I'm like, what do you mean I could ask for better? I can't ask for better. It is literally perfect. Quite literally, it's perfect. It's got me stumbling on my words here is what it is. But let's say I'm wrong. Let's say this perfect setup is soiled, rotten. Then we're probably going to find support at about 18.5 cents. If not there, then 17.3 cents or somewhere in between. Okay, that'd be your zone. And that's fine. That's fine. That's your golden ratio zone down there in the second half of this zone. I mean, that's fine. Go lower. It's not a big deal. Typically, you do see A, B, C corrections. I mean, that C correction might go down to about 18.5 cents, and that's fine if it does. But man, it looks so good. It looks so good. It really does right here. You're bouncing off the 382. Everything is right. It just really does hinge on this 4-hour time frame closing here or higher. Ideally higher, but I mean from here and anywhere above is fine. Not closing below the 382 is really what it hinges on. It's a good look. It's a really good look. I like that. I like that a lot actually. Let's see here. And oftentimes enough, you do get it where the blue line will get into the oversold zone on the stochastics, but the orange line will bounce right off the oversold zone. So, like for example, I don't know, like right there, you bounce right off the oversold zone, but the blue line was down, right? Here, both of them got down. I guess it's less common in this chart, but right there's a good example. Right there's a good example. You know, right there's kind of a good example. Right there's a good example. You know, of this exact kind of dynamic that we're seeing here happen when we do get a bounce. Not always, but sometimes. Daily time frame, zooming out now. Wow, I didn't expect to be so bullish on HBAR because I actually just made a rather bearish video on stellar lumens. So maybe I'm wrong because HBAR and stellar, they tend to move together. But wouldn't it be crazy if HBAR was breaking out of this overall range? I just called for stellar to actually go below the range. Wouldn't it be crazy if HBAR is breaking out and stellar was taking a back seat? You H-barbarians would definitely have some things to brag about there, man. And I know a lot of you are probably invested in both, so I mean that's fine, right? Whatever gains you're getting with HBAR are getting eaten back with stellar lumens, but stellar will come back. It will move up. HBAR just looks like it's really good here. Whenever you do, I'm not completely convinced that we're breaking out yet, that we're ready to move higher. Though you look so good, you look really good right here. So what I'm going to do is give some if-then statements, okay, for when the time comes. If you do get above this trend line, if we do see prices that are above, let's say 22 cents, you're likely breaking out of this trend line and you likely will see some rather explosive behavior come in, okay, over the coming days. If you get a day to close, not to wick, but to close above 22 cents or at 22 cents, somewhere 22 cents or higher. Okay, you're breaking out of this trend, you should see some price action that represents that, okay? If you close today at this price or lower, if you close at let's say 19.4 cents or lower, you likely do return down to about 18 cents or lower. But I have a hard time imagining that because all the short-term stuff looks so good. You look so ready to move up higher. The daily RSI looks great. Okay, you've shifted your downtrend, slowly curved your bottom, and now you're actually getting higher readings, getting above the 50, which is nice to see, right? You've got higher highs here, and you even have higher lows. You can come back down. You can definitely consolidate whatever. You know, maybe we're looking at it the wrong way. Maybe because stellar lumens looks weak, we should by default think that HBAR is going to go down too. I don't know. And if it does go lower, if HBAR does go down to 17.5 cents or 18 cents, that's fine. It's not a big deal. Who cares? But the MACD looks good. The stochastics, in my opinion, they look fine. The RSI looks good here. We're just waiting on you to break out. So again, when that day happens, I don't know. Is it today? Is it tomorrow? Is it the next day? When you get above 22 cents, that's when it happens. That's when you're breaking out. Weekly time frame, looking at the weekly candle. Here we go. Here's something bad, right? The weekly candle is predominantly a wick. The lesser part of this is a body. Most of it is a wick. So that's kind of not friendly there. 3 days, 8 hours left in this week here. We'll see how it closes. But if you close here or lower, that's actually a pretty bearish looking weekly candle there. And that could promote lower prices as well. I highly doubt at this point that you go below your lows here. I highly doubt that we go below 15 cents. I'd be very surprised if we went below 17.5 cents at all. But here at 19.4 cents, it's certainly an open possibility that we go to 18.2 to 17.5 cents. If that happens, it's not a big deal. It's okay, okay? And if we go below there, it's fine. We could even go lower than 15.5 cents and still be fine, okay? I don't see it happening, okay? That's the only reason why I'm saying that. All in all, HBAR, we're expecting you to break out and move higher. We're expecting that, you know, this was some massive accumulation phase. You know, that's what this big pump was. And we're just consolidating at the top of this massive accumulation phase here. We're consolidating right at the top, and we're going to break out and continue this move higher. The party's just getting started. And once we get above 22 cents, that breakout of this downtrend here will come into play. Should send us to prices that are at $1.20 to $3.15 by the end of the year. I'm personally looking for a target that's right around $2, if not just below $2 by the end of the year for HBAR. That's my expectation. So I got nothing else. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Good job to the HBAR barians, HBAR army, the Hederians, whatever you guys are called. I feel like H Barbarian sounds right, right? Because HBAR Barbarian. Anyways, I'll see you guys on the next one. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'm sure I'm not the first person to come up with that nickname. Take care. Bye bye.